Namaste everyone. So today we're going to discuss one of the topic we called as seed technology in the paper 2. So especially in the agriculture optional, we're having the seed technology. So again, every year in the case of the UPSC, minimum 3 questions we can expect in the case of the seed technology. From the UPSC, these are the following the syllabus we have. So one is the seed production. In the case of the seed production, there are the scientific techniques are applied in the given area. Scientific techniques are applied in the given area to make the quality seed production. Some are the agronomic principles, some are the genetic principles are applied in the given piece of the land to make the quality seed production. That quality seeds are given to the farmers, for the cultivation of the crops. So there is a activity we have in the case of the seed production. Another syllabus we are having the seed processing. So once after harvesting the seed, then the such seeds are subjected to the processing of the seed. So there all the dosage material are going to be removed in the case of the processing operation to make the quality seed lot to be available for the marketing purpose. Then apart from that, we are having the syllabus we called as seed testing. In the case of the seed testing, we are going to analyze the all the characteristics of the given seed like genetic purity, germination percentage, moisture percentage. All these elements are estimated in the case of the seed testing laboratory by the seed inspector. Then we're having the syllabus we called as seed treatment, right? So in the case of the seed treatment, the seeds are subjected with the some kind of the chemicals like fungicide, bactericide, and other insecticide to prevent the seed from the various kind of the pest. Then we're having the seed storage. So before taking the seed to the market level, then we're having the storage in the seed. In that cases, we're maintaining the longevity of the seed for the longer period. Then we're having the syllabus we called as the role of the public and private players in the case of the seed industry. Then we're having the seed marketing here, right? So in the case of the seed marketing, so we're having the two agencies. One is the public sector organization, another is the private sector organization. So both the organizations are collectively working in the distribution of the quality seed to the farmers here, right? So again, apart from that, so today we're going to discuss these are the following the things we are having discussion, right? So here the what do you mean by seed and its components. So seed, it means it is the more of the matured embryo. It is more of the matured embryo. There we are having the different kind of the components can be possible. One is the embryo we are having. Then within the embryo we are having the endosperm. Then we are having the word we called as dormancy. Dormancy matlab seed coat. We are having the seed coat here, right? Whenever you are having the biochemical reaction, is going to take place in the endosperm, right? So activation of the embryo is going to take place through in the form of the plumulae and radicalities. So there is the germination of the seed can be possible whenever you are having the biochemical reaction is going to take place in the region we called as endosperm. So in the simple words, we can say seed, it is a matured embryo. Within that, we're having the different components can be possible. Then we're having the definition for the seed technology and its activities. So in the seed technology, whatever the practices we have, all the practices are going to be applied on the quality seed production is called as seed technology. Within the seed technology, we're having the various activities. Matlab we're having the seed production, seed processing, seed testing, seed certification, seed storage, and seed marketing. So these are the sequence of the activity can be possible in the case of the seed technology. Then we're having the scope of the seed technology. In the seed technology, right, whenever you're having the quality seed supply, right, alone can lead to the 15 to 25% of the extra yield can be possible. Then we're having the syllabus we called as goals of the seed technology, because in the goals of the seed technology, as much as possible, we have to produce the quality seed. Such quality seed should be available at the right time of the season for the farmers. Here. Then we're having the 10 marks question, right? Write a short note on the quality seed. So within that we're having the definition. So definition for the quality seed. So quality seed matlab it is the sum of all the characteristics. It is the sum of all the properties in the given seed. So characteristics matlab some are the physical purity, some are the genetic purity, some are the physiological basis, right? So whenever you are having the sum of all these properties, then it is called as quality seed. Within that we are having the important features of the quality seed. In the case of the quality seed, we are having the higher germination percentage, higher viability, right? Higher physical purity can be possible. Then we are having the components of the quality seeds. Then we are having the significance of the quality seed. Whenever if we give the good quality seeds to the farmers, right? We said that 15 to 25%. 15 to 25% of the additional yield in the agriculture can be possible. Then we're having the important constraints or limitation in the case of the quality seed supply, because at presently there are the various limitations we have in the case of the seed supply to the farmers here. Then apart from this, see, from year to year we can expect 10 marks in the case of the quality seed content. Then apart from that, we're having the difference between the seed production versus grain production, right? So within the production, we're having the two things. One is the seed production, another is the grain production. Seed production, it is going to take place from the perspective of the quality seed, from the perspective of the quality seed. But whereas in the case of the grain production, it is going to take place from the perspective of the consumption perspective, right? From the consumption perspective, production is going to take place. Within the seed production, again, we're having the two type of the seed. One is the varietal seed production, another is the hybrid seed production, right? So again, within the seed production, we're having the two types. One is the varietal seed production, another is the hybrid seed production can be possible. Then we're having the important genetic principle and agronomic principle which are used in the seed production. See, here at this stage, we can expect minimum 15 marks question in the case of the agronomic and genetic principle which are used in the case of the seed production. It is because our objective, as much as possible, we have to minimize the mechanical contamination to ensure the quality seed to the farmers. Okay, then we're having the important seed act and policies to supply the quality seed to the farmers here. See, so today these are the basic things we are going to discuss here. So there are the two things here. So 10 marks question about the quality seed, right? Another is the 15 marks question we can expect from the agronomic and genetic principle in the case of the quality seed supply test. Okay, so again, so we said that, so seed technology, there we're having the two things here. One is the technology, another is the seed year, right? In the case of the technology, whatever the advanced practices we have, all the practices are applied on the given seed, to produce the quality seed. To produce the quality seed, such seeds are given to the farmers for the cultivation of the crop is called as seed technology. Okay, so here we are saying that seed technology is a science dealing with the methods of improving the physical and genetic purity of the seed. Improving the physical and genetic purity and genetic characteristics of the seed is called as seed technology. So within the seed technology, it involves various activities such as, right, variety development, then we're having the evolution of the newer species and release of the newer varieties with the help of the different methods, then seed production, then seed processing, seed certification and seed storage. So these are the various activities will be there from the one point to the another point in the case of the seed technology. So in other words, seed technology can be defined as it is a creation and application of the knowledge on the seed. I'm repeating one second. It is a more of creation and application of the knowledge on the seed. Whatever the knowledge and practices we have, those things are going to be applied on the seed for its better usage in the agriculture is called as seed technology. So supply of this quality seed, whenever if you supply the quality seed, can increase the 15 to 25% of the extra yield in the agriculture can be possible. So in comparison to the farm saved seeds, whenever if you give the quality seed to the farmers, right, additional 15 to 25% extra yield can be possibilities. So you have to remember here. So in the case of the seed technology, whatever the knowledge we have, whatever the good practices we have, all these practices and knowledge are going to apply on the given seed, for its better usage in the agriculture is called as seed technology. It is. So within the seed technology, these are the following the scope of the seed technology we have. One is that the provision of the scientific techniques. Are taken in the case of the seed production, because whatever the scientific techniques we have, like agronomic principles, some are the agronomic principles, some are the genetic principle. Both the techniques are collectively used in the seed production, because with the help of this principle, we are maintaining the physical and genetic purity of the seed at all the levels, from the sowing to the harvesting. Then provision of the guidelines to maintain the seed certification standard. Guidelines matlab we are having the rogging technique, isolation distance. These are the guidelines will be maintained in the case of the certification program. Then adequate and timely supply of the seed on the market. So third scope here, right, and according to the season, like Kharif season, Rabi and Zaid season, according to the season, timely supply of the quality seed on the market is required. Then provision of the technical knowledge to check the government statutory guidelines for the seed standards. So these are the some scope we have in the case of the seed technology. It is. Apart from that, so in order to produce and supply the quality seed, the various both the public organization and private organizations are involved in the seed industry. Within the seed industry, we are having the some are the public players, some are the private members. Both the members are actively involved in the quality seed production and distribution of the seed to the farmer is going to take place. So here we are having the some of the private sector organization, like we are having the various companies like Monsanto, Myco, DuPont, right? Various companies. Sorry, so there is some mistakes here. Should be private sector organization. Sorry, should be public sector organization, right? The public sector organization, it includes we're having the National Seed Certification, NSC, SSC, Krishi Vignana Kendra, and the State Agriculture University, Atma, Agriculture Technology Management Agency, and ICR, NRCs, right? All these public sector organization are presently they're focusing on the high volume crops, and low price seeds here, right? So for example, we're having the presently this organization, they're focusing on the quality seed production only in the food grain cities, because they said the saying the word we called as high volume seeds. High volume matlab the seed rate in the case of the food grain seed is generally more, that we called as high volume seeds, but the price of the such seeds is very less. It is okay. Another one we called as the private sector organization. It includes some of the seed companies like Monsanto, Myco, DuPont, Namdari, JK Seeds are actively involved in the low volume seeds, and high priced crop seeds here, because at presently all the private companies they're focusing on the on this concept we called as low volume seeds, because low volume matlab seed rate in the case of the tomato is very less. For example, 150 gram of the seed is sufficient for the 1 acre, but 150 gram of the tomato seed is a high priced crop. So in general it costs more than 3 to 4,000 rupees. So because of the more income in the vegetables, so at presently most of the private companies are focusing on the vegetable seed production, but not on the food grains here. So that is the one nature of the mechanisms. Then apart from that, we are having the objectives of the seed technology. So here we are having the main objective here, the rapid multiplication of the quality seed to the various agencies. Whatever the agencies we have in the both public and private sector organization, rapid multiplication according to the season should be required. One. Second one, to ensure the availability of the quality seed. At the right time of the season. Then third one, we are having the seed should be economically affordable in nature. Whatever the seed you are going to given to the farmer should be affordable in the nature, because most of the farmers are having the small and marginal farmers. Sometimes they are not having much capital support. That is the reason whatever the seed you are giving should be economically affordable for the small and marginal farmers here. So when we are saying that, one is the availability, another is the affordability. Whatever the seed is going to give should be affordable in nature. Then seed should be socially and culturally acceptable to the farmers here. See, we are having the 3A objectives. We are having the 3A objectives in the case of the seed technology. One is the availability of the seed at the right time of the season, and whatever the seed you are going to give, it should be affordable in the nature. Then and it should be socially and culturally acceptable to the farmer. That we call as the 3 objectives we have in the case of the seed technology. Then the seed should act as a carrier for the new technology for the future generation, because whatever the seed we are having, so it should be carrier of the new technology for the future generation. Then it should ensure the adequate food supply in the country. So these are the basic objectives we have in the case of the seed technology. One is the rapid multiplication and availability of the quality seed. Another is affordability, and it should be acceptable, socially and culturally acceptable to the farmers, whatever the seed we are giving. Then should act as a carrier of the new technology for the future generation. Then adequate food supply for all the growing population is required. So these are the basic objectives we have in the case of the seed technology. It is Then we're having the the word we called as, see, we said that within the production we are having the two things. One is the seed production, another is the grain production. So seed production is going to take place from the perspective of the quality seed, and grain production is going to take place from the point of the consumption perspective. So seed production, it is a planned program. Start with the demand forecasting and end with the marketing. But such kind of the planning is planning may not required in the case of the grain production. Second one, in the case of the seed production, authenticated source of the information is required to raise the seed crop, right? All the kind of the source of the seed is required for raising the seed crop is required, but may not required in the case of the grain production. Then the specific land and field is required for the seed production in the case of the seed production. So then may not required in the case of the grain production. Then isolation distance we need to maintain between the one field to the another field. Minimum distance we need to maintain. Then only we can able to minimize the mechanical mixture. But isolation distance may not considered in the case of the grain production. Then should be monitored for the certification standard and certification agency. Not so. Then harvesting is done based on the physiological index. Not so again in the year. Then we're having the post harvest technology should be followed in the case of the seed production, but grain production such kind of the care may not be followed, because in the case of the seed production, as much as possible we have to minimize the mechanical contamination and we have to improve the physical purity and genetic purity of the seed. That is the basic objectives we have in the case of the seed technology. It is okay. So within the seed production, right, we are having the two things again: varietal seed production, another is the hybrid seed production. Varietal seed production, another is the hybrid seed production, right? So again, within the seed production, again we are having the one is the varietal seed production, another is the hybrid seed production. Varietal matlab here we have only single parent in the given line, but in the case of the hybrid, it can depends on the requirement of the breeder. Sometimes it can be a single cross hybrid, or double cross hybrid, a triple, a top cross hybrid can be possible. So we are having the minimum 2 line, or it can be 2 to 3 parents can be used in developing the hybrid it is. And in the case of the varietal, isolation distance is always less in comparison to the hybrid. In the case of the hybrid, we require the more isolation distance between the one field to the another field compared to the varietal seed production. Then production is through the open pollination, but in the case of the hybrid, it is managed through the controlled pollination. Then seeds can be used for the 3 to 5 generation in the case of the varietal, but in the hybrid seeds can be usable maximum 1 generation only. Such seeds can be usable, because after the first generation segregation is going to take place and performance of the hybrid is going to decline over the period of the time. That is the reason we are recommending the farmers to use the hybrid seed maximum 1 generation only. Okay. Then production technique is a more uniform, but may vary from the crop to crop and also from the region to region in the case of the hybrid seed production. Then less care is required, more care is required, lower yield and more yield production can be possible. See, so these differences always we can expect for the 5 marks in generally. Within the seed production, we are having two things. One is the varietal seed production, another the hybrid seed production. In the hybrid, we are having the minimum 2 line, right? There we are having the different type of hybrid: single cross hybrid, double cross hybrid, triple cross hybrid, and top cross hybrid, like that. Then, apart from that, see, we said that the case of the quality seed, it is a sum of all the properties. It is a sum of all the properties. All the properties matlab physical purity, genetic purity, longevity, whatever it is in generally, right? Some of all the properties contributing to the performance of the seed can be called as quality seed. Quality seed is determined by the following the characteristics, such as the physical characteristics, the physiological characteristics, genetic purity, and storable property. So all the sum of all these properties can be called as quality seed. So in order to improve all these characteristics, maintaining the agronomic principle and genetic principle is mandatory in the given seed production, right? In other words, it can be defined as it is the possession of the seed with the required genetic and physical purity, which present with the physiological soundness and good health status, can be called as seed quality. It is so within the seed quality, we are having the words we called as genetic purity. Genetic purity matlab it is a genuineness of the cultivar. Genuineness of the cultivar. Sometimes it is also called as the true to type of the seed. The true to type of the seed or genuineness of the cultivar can be called as genetic purity. Physical purity matlab physical composition of the seed. Physical composition of the seed lot can be called as physical purity, right? So again, within the quality seed, these are the some of the properties here. It is the sum of the properties, some of the genetical properties, some of the physical, some of the physiological, some of the pathological property should have in the given quality seed, right? So within the seed quality, these are the components we have. Within the genetical, we are having the longevity, how long seed can able to survive, then cultivar purity. Within the physical purity, we are having the analytical purity, moisture content in the given seed, size of the seed, appearance, color, how the seed is free from the pest and disease. Then physiological matlab we are having the germination percentage in the given seed, viability, vigor, vitality, and dormancy of the seed. These are the parameters we have in the case of the physiological. Pathological matlab quality seed should be free from the all the fungus, bacteria, virus, nematode, insects, and other mechanical damage. So I'm repeating once again. Quality seed matlab it is the sum of all the characteristics. Then it is called as quality seed. Within the quality seed, these are the components. These are the elements can be possibility. So again, so within the quality seed, these are the some features we have. So in the quality seed, always we are having the higher genetic purity can be possible, higher physical purity, higher germination percentage, higher vigor and longevity. Apart from that, we are having the quality seed are always free from the weed seed. I'm repeating once again, quality seed are always free from the weed seeds. For example, we are having the mustard quality seed are free from the Argemona mexicana. Argemona mexicana is the one of the weed seed, is the one of the wheat seed. Then wheat quality seed are free from the Phalaris minor, is also one of the wheat. Then Budzim quality seed are free from the chicory wheat seeds. So these are the some examples we have from the wheat species it is. Then other features. Here we are having the quality seed are free from the designated plant disease. Plant disease matlab sorghum is free from the smut fungi. Then wheat is free from the rust fungi. Then potato is free from the soft rot of the disease. Then cowpea is free from the anthracnose disease. Mustard is free from the alternaria, the blight disease. Sesamum is free from the leaf spot disease. Brinjal is free from the little leaf disease. So these are the some example we have. So all the quality seed are free from the some pathogen. So the such kind of the seed is called as quality seed we say it is. Another feature for the quality seed are free from the insect pest it is. Okay, so there we are having the rice is quality seed are free from the rice weevil, and pulse the quality of the pulses are free from the pulse beetle. Apart from that, other features in the quality seed, they have the high market value. Whenever if you take the such seeds in the market, they'll get the more value. They have the better planting value after the sowing. They have the better planting value after the sowing. They have the good physical fitness and shelf life, and they free from the inert matter. Inert matter matlab foreign material. Then they have good resistance to the various stress factors. So these are the some the features we have in the case of the quality seed. So again, whenever if we supply the quality seed, these are the significance can be possible at the ground level. So quality seed can ensure the higher yield can be possible. Initially we said that so alone can increase the 15 to 25% extra yield can be possible with the help of the quality seed. Then it ensures the genetic and physical purity of the crop. Then it gives the desired plant population compared to the farm saved seeds. Then it produces seedlings. Produced seedlings will be having the more vigorous and resistant to the local pest and disease can be possible. And it ensures the uniform flowering and maturity of the crop can be possible. Development of the better root system, which helps in absorption of the nutrient and higher yield can be possible. They can adapt themselves from the extreme climatic condition and cropping system of the location. Quality seed having the better response to the cultivation practices. Then high market value after the production. Then handling and the post harvest operation is quite easy. Higher returns per unit area and good quality seed can be possible. See, so these are the some significance we have whenever if we give the quality seeds to the farmers here. But at the same time, we are having some limitation in the case of the quality seed supply and production. One is the involvement of the public sector. Majorly, they're focusing on the low value and high volume crops like food grains, right? They're focusing only on the food grains, but not on the vegetable. Private seed companies, they majorly focus on the vegetable, but not on the other crops. Then less seed replacement ratio. Most of the farmers are hesitate to use the quality seed. Still, they're having the more confidence on the farm saved seeds. So replacement of the quality seed with the farm saved seed is very less in these cases. Then lack of the funding from the government, the less availability of the foundation seeds for the further production, then dependency on the monsoon for the seed production. In that cases, quality can be affected. The lack of the seed processing plants, then lack of the skilled laborers and seed testing laboratory. Then we're having the less area which is suitable for the production of the CDTs. Production of the CDTs. See, so these are the some major limitations we have in the case of the quality seed supply. See, 10 marks we can expect in the case of the quality seed. So in that cases, we are having these are the properties and features can be possibilities. So whenever if you want to produce the quality seed, then in application of the genetic principle and agronomic principle is very mandatory, right? Then only quality seeds production and supply of the such seeds to the farmers can be possibilities, right? So it's all today, and in the next class we'll discuss the agronomic and genetic principles in the seed production. Okay, thank you.